and thank you for joining me in this new episode of Star Trek the Original Series. Today's episode is Season 2, Episode 6, The Doomsday Machine. Before I continue, remember that you can follow me on Instagram, you can also like, share, and subscribe to my channel, and if you really want to support this channel, you can also become a patron. I will leave all the links in the description box below. By the way, I also got another TikTok account, so you might go want to check it. So today, as you can see, I'm wearing my House Stark t-shirt, and this is for a very important reason. I want to ask you guys if I should react to House of the Dragon. So I am a big fan of Game of Thrones. Like everyone else, I hated the 7th and the 8th season, and I've been super lucky of avoiding any kind of spoilers from House of the Dragon. So should I watch it or should I just skip it? Today's episode is Season 2, Episode 6, The Doomsday Machine. So this is the second most voted episode from the second list. The first one was Amok Time. Now I have this episode, which is quite interesting for its name, and I, like always, have no idea what this episode is about, and I have seen no spoilers whatsoever. Today's companion is Robin, like always, and Flash is in the living room taking a nap. Also, remember that I would like to react every Christmas to a different Christmas movie, so if you have something in mind that I could react to, please don't hesitate to put it in the comments box below. So last year I did It's a Wonderful Life, and I got a lot, and I mean a lot of criticisms because I went too mainstream and watched everybody's same movie apparently. So if you have something a little less mainstream that you would like me to react to, please let me know in the comments box below. So today's snack are crackers, which is literally the only thing I could find, and a little decaf latte. Okay, so let's get this done.
Stress call definitely came from one of the solar systems in this sector.
What is she doing in Lieutenant Uhura place?
Sensors show nothing but debris where we charted 7 planets last year.
No answer, Captain. All I get is the automatic beacon.
Sensors not recording normal energy output.
What's happening? That looks like the Enterprise. Oh. Okay, so I do get it. So what kind of force could something have to be attacked with the power of a nova? That's like, wow.
The rest of the ship seems able to sustain life.
But is there life?
Spock, you're in command.
Oh. Although I sometimes like it better when Scotty stays in command. Okay. Oh, there's Scotty.
No half-empty cups of coffee. Whatever happened didn't happen without a warning.
Okay, so it looks too clean.
Crew wasn't abducted, they just left.
But why did they leave?
Is it possible they were beamed down to one of the 2 planets?
Improbable, Captain. The surface temperature of the inner planet is that of molten lead. The other has an atmosphere poisonous to human life.
Okay. So where did all the people go?
Banks? Exhausted. They didn't give up without a battle.
What? I'm not getting this. Okay, so something with the power of a nova destroyed 7 planets, and now the constellation is just left adrift, and it's like partially destroyed. Some of the power is working. Apparently it can hold life in it, but there's no signs of life, and whatever life there, just they didn't leave any copies, like they left with a warning. But the phaser banks are empty, so they did fight back, but fight back what? Right now, I'm really lost. Is that dead? Is he alive? How is he alive?
Commodore?
That was a Commodore.
What thing? What was it?
Oh, no.
Answer. What was it? What happened, man?
Ah, hold it together!
We tried to contact Starfleet.
That's radiation interference.
What happened to your crew?
Oh, I had to beam them down. I stayed behind. Last man, captain.
Oh my god, and they destroyed the planet where he landed them?
And then it hit again, and the transporter went out.
He was left stranded.
What attacked you?
I suppose it was the Doomsday Machine.
Matt, where's your crew?
Oh my god, it destroyed the
On
planet!
the 3rd planet.
There is no third planet.
They called me, they begged me for help. 400 of them.
Oh my god.
Good.
Yeah, the teletransporter was broken. Oh my goodness, this is so horrible. He literally sent everyone else to die. If he hadn't beamed them down, they would be alive. Holy shit.
It's miles long with a maw that could swallow a dozen starships.
Wow.
Unable to raise Starfleet Command due to heavy subspace interference.
Same thing happened with the Constellation.
If it follows its present path, it will go through the most densely populated section of our galaxy.
Oh.
A machine like that, who would build it? We don't know. An alien race, apparently from another galaxy. But why?
Today's the obvious day.
You ever hear of a Doomsday machine? No, I'm a doctor, not a mechanic. Doomsday machine that somebody used in a war uncounted years ago. They don't exist anymore, but the machine is still destroying.
Oh.
First thing we're going to do is get you back to the Enterprise.
Oh, no, I stay here. I'm not leaving my ship.
Oh, stop it.
I never lost a command before.
I don't think many captains do.
Come on.
Oh, they were on yellow alert, if I'm not mistaken.
Looks very much like Commodore Decker's Planet Killer.
Oh my goodness! Holy shit, why are you running? Wow. Wow. Okay, so it does look intimidating, in all honesty. I don't know, I think I've seen this before. Well, I have seen something like that, but I can't remember where. It looks like one of those fish that can open their mouth really big. So I would really like to know where they get the design for this ship. So I suppose this is like a re-edition. It looks modern, but it looks pretty bad.
Transporter room. Stand by to beam landing party aboard.
I fear this is gonna fail for some reason. Oh no, the Commodore is on the Enterprise. That means he's gonna take over Spock's command. And this guy's in shock, and he's probably gonna do stupidity after stupidity. I've been wrong before, so.
Plain non-Vulcan English. We've been lucky.
I believe I said that, Doctor.
Our primary duty is to maintain life and the safety of Federation planets. Do you deny that?
Fuck.
You will lay in an evasive course back to the Constellation.
Aye, sir.
Belay that last order, Helms. We're going to attack.
But he already told you why you shouldn't attack, you idiot.
Carry out my last order, Mr. Sulu.
Oh, I thought he was just gonna give command like that.
I am officially notifying you that I am exercising my option as a Starfleet Commodore and that I am assuming command of the Enterprise.
I think you've been exercising your forehead a little more than that.
You tried to destroy it once before, Commodore. The result was a wrecked ship and a dead
Yes,
crew.
that hurt. Man, that hurt. Look at his face.
I made a mistake then. We were too far away. This time I'm going to hit it with full phasers at point-blank range. Mr. Spock, that will be all. You have been relieved of command.
Why did I have to be right this time?
Unfortunately, Starfleet Order 104, Section B leaves me no
course.
alternative. Paragraph 1A clearly states.
Yeah, who gives a shit?
You may leave the bridge.
Okay, I thought this guy was gonna be in some sort of shock, but now he's just being an asshole. I mean, I'm not really that concerned that he's gonna hurt people in the ship because most of the times they don't die. What I'm really worried about is that he's actually going to damage the ship, which they seem to love doing. And this guy's fucking enjoying the hunt. That's a not switch.
Washburn, try the 2G6 circuit. Closing fast.
Deflector shields at full power. They can't take much more of this.
Helmsman, hold your course. Stand by all phaser banks.
Aye, aye, sir.
That ship has the power of a nova. They didn't even let them shoot.
Maintain your course, helmsman. Get us in closer.
Like it's his ship, right? I mean, if he didn't care about his own ship, why am I expecting he's gonna give a crap about the Enterprise?
Commodore, I urgently recommend immediate withdrawal.
Recommendation noted. Maintain course. Fire!
You're not even tickling the thing.
It has ceased fire. We're being held in a tractor beam. We never will.
But don't you understand? We've got to destroy it.
It is suicide. Attempted suicide would be proof that you are psychologically unfit for command. I shall relieve you on that basis.
They're off.
Emergency impulse power.
Some sanity.
We're being pulled inside.
Because this idiot had to take his time to get back to sanity. Fucking idiot. And he's driving them into its mouth. Nice. And Kirk is watching everything on pay-per-view.
Well, we had some phasers.
Phasers? You've got them. I have one bank recharge.
Scotty, just earned your pay for the week. Stand by.
Pulled us out of there by distracting it. Now it's our turn. Fire phasers.
Do you remember Jurassic Park when Dr. Grant took the flare and was trying to distract the T-Rex so he will stay away from kids? It's pretty much the same thing, except that in this case, in the kids' Jeep, is Jeff Goldblum going with his flare. No, look at me!
What's going on? Give me Mr. Spock.
Oh, you just knew what he's doing to your ship, man.
To take aggressive action against
I mean, you're the lunatic who's responsible for almost destroying my ship? How long to repair warp drive?
At least one solar day. At our present rate of
Oh, Kirk's getting heartburn.
I order you to assume command on my personal authority as captain of the Enterprise.
Commodore Decker, you are relieved of command.
I don't recognize.
You may file a formal protest with Starfleet Command.
Just do the thing here and end this conversation.
I do not wish to place you under arrest.
You wouldn't dare.
He dared.
Mr. Montgomery,
Sir.
you will accompany the Commodore to sickbay.
Aye, sir. Commodore?
I don't think one person's enough. I mean, you've seen Kirk fight. I suppose a Commodore has pretty much the same level or the same skill. He's gonna escape. Oh, that looks pretty good. That didn't look that good. This guy's fight style is all about deception, like, oh, it hurts, and then boom, slap in the face.
The best I can give you on impulse is 1/3 power.
We'll rendezvous with you at 13.7 hours.
Does anyone know how this hour system works? Because I have no idea.
Someone's opening the shuttlecraft bay doors.
Shut them, Mr. Sulu.
Who do you think it is?
Whoever it is, Captain, has no authorization.
Whoever
Lieutenant,
it
raise the
is.
shuttlecraft.
Why is it so difficult to get it that it's this guy?
There is no way to blast through the hull of that machine, so I'm gonna take this thing right down its throat.
He's gonna Randy Quaid the shit out of it?
Ever since I killed my crew.
No one expects you to die for an error in judgment.
I mean, he couldn't know that these people were gonna die, like the planet was gonna explode. But I do understand the responsibility that he feels towards that.
Is to return to the ship.
No, he's gonna sacrifice himself. Oh, shit. I don't wanna like him now. Oh, that's scary.
Man, we're stronger with you than without you.
Not really. Yeah, everyone knows you're lying. Oh, man. Oh, my goodness. This is so scary.
He's gone.
So he just killed himself without really hurting the ship? And what's the point?
It's regrettable that he died for nothing.
Exactly.
What about that, Spock? Is it possible?
Drop in power is definite, Captain, but negligible.
Oh.
The
So if they throw the constellation in, would this core things, these crystals, cause a bigger explosion?
Maybe Matt Decker didn't die for nothing. He had the right idea, but not enough power to do it. I want you to rig a 30-second delayed detonation device and rig it so that it can be blown from up here. Set it and get up here as fast as you can.
30 seconds wouldn't be like, give it 5 minutes so you can make sure it's in its belly and then boom.
30 seconds is very slim
You
timing.
idiot. It took forever to bring him back.
Beam me aboard.
Energize.
Energize.
Oh no! Okay. Please bring me back.
Mr. Scott, 20 seconds to detonation. Mr. Scott. Try inverse phasing.
He always knows the answer. Oh my goodness, that's been more than 20 seconds. Come on. I mean, I know he's going back, but it's just like, come on.
Got him through!
Thank you. Good job. You saved my life. Nothing.
And we used something like it to destroy another Doomsday machine. Probably the first time such a weapon has ever been used for constructive purposes.
However, I can't help wondering if there are any more of those weapons wandering around the universe.
Well, I certainly hope not. I found one quite sufficient.
So let's unpack. This episode was very entertaining, I have to admit. I can see why now people was voting so much for this episode. It was very intriguing at first. I had no idea what was happening, what caused all this devastation, what happened to the planets that were there before. Then we find the ship, and the ship is just there adrift. We don't know what happened to it. And then we finally see the only survivor, which is the Commodore. So we can see that he is a very tormented man, that he's in shock, that he just lost his crew when he was trying to keep them safe. And this one call caused everybody else to die because the planet was destroyed, not the ship. So yes, he was very tormented. He felt guilty for something that was really not his fault. I really like the Commodore actor. I think he was a very good actor, but I really can't say that I recognize him from anything. So you guys are probably gonna let me know who he is or who he was. I did see in this particular episode like a lot of CGI in this case, and it was very distracting. I've kind of felt at the very end of the episode a little bit of probably a criticism to the atomic bomb or the H-bomb, because they are speaking about the 20th century and they are speaking about irony, but I think it's more like a criticism about I don't know, using these weapons as a threat, as a really terrible threat for mankind and for every living thing. That, I can use this and just cause this horrible destruction and all the sequels that happen with the atomic bomb. And by the 60s, when this episode was made, Hiroshima and Nagasaki already happened. I know that this is also part of the Cold War, I guess. I did notice that in the end we really don't know who built the Doomsday machine. We know it was built by aliens. We know it's a robot. We also know that the robot continues doing its job, even though probably this species is no longer alive, but we still don't know who made the Doomsday machine. How did they get the technology? How can they harvest this much power, like the power of a nova? I could understand McCoy's kind of impotence and the frustration that he was feeling, but I also noticed that after a certain moment he didn't reappear. He just kind of disappeared, and I was expecting to see his, an examination to the Commodore, but we never got a chance to see it. The Commodore was very stubborn, this is obvious. He got this douchebag attitude as soon as he was like, I'm in charge of this baby. And first he was a tormented and tortured man, and suddenly he just needed a cigarette to show everyone else what a douchebag he is, you know? He became very unlikable, and then he goes and sacrifices himself again. Like they said, his sacrifice was not enough to destroy the ship, but was good enough to spark the idea of how to get rid of the Doomsday machine. And this is where I get conflicted, because I really don't want to like this guy. But in the end, you kind of understand where he is suffering from. But the douchebag attitude was already programmed, so I can't really feel that good or sorry about this guy. I don't know. I'm kind of conflicted about this. As always, Scotty, one of my favorites, he really saves the day. All his knowledge on the ship, like how to do this, pull the power here, give me this, give me that. And he's also thinking one step ahead, like getting this phasers bank ready, which made Kirk's idea easier to do. I miss Lieutenant Uhura a lot in this episode. I saw another lieutenant taking her spot, a very beautiful lady, but I don't care. This is not Lieutenant Uhura, and I want her back to her spot. I don't know, I think this episode kind of struck me in a fashion that everyone was so efficient doing their job. Everyone is really one step ahead and getting things ready. So I think this is the perfect ship. Obviously, it only works when everyone is really working as a team. But I don't know, I think the efficiency of the Enterprise was like kind of highlighted in this episode, or is it just my perception? I don't know. Now, I am looking at the Memory Alpha fandom, and I'm looking at a couple of trivia and a couple of facts that are really interesting. I'm just reading that James Doohan mentioned that this was his favorite episode of Star Trek. So this is quite interesting. And now I'm reading that the actor is William Wyndham, a very good actor according to Doohan. So yeah. And there's also this mention here of James Doohan saying that it had a very good scientific background. It was concerned mostly with pure science. You would have to watch it again to understand what I'm saying. The language used in it was very good, topical scientific language. And now I'm looking at the pictures. They are comparing the remastered version, which is obviously the one that I just watched, compared to the original. And yeah, I see the differences. They are quite large, but I kind of like the design on the original ship much better than the second. Now, next episode is Season 2, Episode 7, Cat's Paw. This episode is not in the list, so it will go straight to Patreon. Remember that for this second season, I made a 15-episode list that you can see here. What episodes I will be showing here on YouTube. And if you want to watch the entire second season reaction videos, you can become a patron. I will leave the link in the description box below. Thank you again for joining me in this episode. I'll see you in the next one. God bless and bye-bye.